Hello guys, this is Arduino over here, and today, or in this video, I'm going to show you how I used this little module right over here. If you can see it with that small yellow circle on top that looks like a battery, because it is a battery. This is the RTC module, and it is used with the Arduino to have access to time on the Arduino. The module itself takes care of calculating time is gone, what time has passed, how many time is seconds, dividing that time to make minutes and hours and days, months and years. That this little module does it all for itself. The thing is that it communicates with the Arduino through I2C, which is a communication protocol. Now, do you have to know about it? You have to know how to use it, which is actually not complicated at all. Everything is in the codes, and all you have to do is learn how to use the codes. And those codes come inside of a library, the RTC library. There are several codes that you can use, and I'm going to show you my sketch, how I use the codes that I use, the ones that I chose to use. Without further ado, let's take a look at the sketch. In my sketch. Now, the first thing you need to do is include the library that you're going to use. I am going to use the RTC lib.h library on this sketch. So then there are some steps that you need to include. I create these variables over here. You don't need to, but it makes it easier to use. And then, for example, on the EEPROM modes, I will use these variables. But continuing, this is the first step I used for my sketch to initiate communication with the RTC module, as you can see over here. Now, I can't explain it to you, but as I've told you before, what you need to do is go into the examples of the libraries you download and then move the codes around, and then figuring out what they do, and hence you can use the modules that you are working with. So just let me show you the sketch. Here it is. Now, each time in this library, or I don't know if it's always the case, but you need to initiate the process of the RTC, which I do right here with this line. And then I store into the variables the data that I collect from the RTC. Now, this data is collected through I2C communication. I forgot to tell you that in the beginning, which you need to download the library for, which is right over here, wire.h. Now, back to where we were, just right over here. Then to display the hours, this was a kind of a tricky part, because seconds and minutes and hours and days and other values, you'll have them as a singular digits. And in the LCD, I didn't want those singular digits to appear to the far left, but to the far right, with the 0 on the far left, just as you usually see on digital clocks. And so that is why I include these if-else cases. So for example, if seconds is less than 10, or just a single digit, I will move the cursor. I will move the cursor to the further right space, and then write here you go, and then write the now second, the value of the seconds. If it is above 10, else, right over here, then it'll write on the far left, start writing on the far left space dedicated to the seconds, and then which will make it correctly visually correctly, and just makes more sense. So yeah, that's basically that each time. This is basically the process. After you've concluded the initiation of the object, after you included these libraries, both the wire and the RTC, or in your case, the library that you're using, all you have to do is then in the setup, you'll basically have a process that is either the same or very similar to this one right over here. That is where it starts the communication. You can see the RTC begin over here, just like in the serial begin, the LCD begin, and the DHC sensor begin. It initiates the object communication over here. And then it's basically just asking for the values to the, no, where is it? Asking the values, there you go, asking the values from the RTC module. You start the communication again, you have to do that, and then just ask for the values with the respective code. And the same goes for the dates and months of the week. You can see now the month, it's the same, basically the same code to retrieve the month, the day, and the year. The days of the week, the year over here, the year, and the days of the week. The RTC module will give you everything. Now, for the days of the week and the months, which are not numbers, but words, names, I have this array created up over here. Where is that array? Here you go. Now, these are the arrays that store the names of each value. So, you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, January, February, March, April, and so on and so on. And what happens is that when you retrieve that number, you retrieve it in a decimal number, or in an integer. You retrieve it at an integer, but that integer is related and in the index to the specific either day of the week or the array of the months of the year, which are the months. And this is how the sketch works. Simply call the same functions. So as you see, after the first difficulties of learning how to use the RTC, it is very easy then to use it, as the codes are very simple. So until this video, and until the project, the base of the project, everything, all of the aspects of the platform are explained. I may add future upgrades to the platform, but those will be upgrades. The final project is done, and the modes of the sketch are fully explained. The only thing I left out was were the ambient lights, the LDR, UV, and the temp 6000 sensor. But those are simply analog sensors, so all you have to do is read the value and print it on the screen. There's not much to it, and but there you go. This is the full project. You can do a lot of things with it. You can put it into a machine room to monitor temperatures and humidity throughout the day. You can put it outside not outside, it's going to be on the rain, but there's a lot of things you can do with this. And furthermore, you can even add more hardware to perform secondary tasks that you may need for any tasks that you have in mind that you would like to do. And it's very easy to work with. And as you see, the sketch is right over there. All you have to do is take it and adapt it to your own uses. So I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video, next project, or maybe a next upgrade to this one. Sure, I'm already thinking about something here. So see you then.